Hello guys, this is Scott Playing. Today we just got some news yesterday that the Bears have signed Lamar to the practice squad. That's a good move for the Bears because Cohen's out and they need another running back. They're not going to have Patterson running back and then get injured, and then you can have Anthony Miller running back because he's going to be another running back there, but you're not going to want to get a good wide receiver injured. That's good. They need another running back because they got Dan Montgomery, you got Ryan Knoll, and then you got Miller. Miller won't play probably the Colts game because he just came yesterday. So he has to come, he has to get his testing for COVID, see if he has it, and he has to do everything. So, he will be probably up for the Buccaneers game because they're playing this Thursday, October 8th. So they're playing the Colts and they're playing the Buccaneers on the Thursday night for week 5. So that's a good time for the Bears to bring him up. And yeah, I got his stats from the seasons he played for. The first season, he played for Miami. 13 games, 1 game started, 51 rushes for 250 yards, 1 touchdown. And then he won 6 receptions for 45 yards, no touchdowns. In 6 games, he played 16 games, 15 games starting, so he played basically all of them besides 1. He didn't start one of them. Or that was probably they made the playoffs or something and he just sat or something. He won 177 rushes for 709 yards, 2 touchdowns. 26 receptions for 170 yards, no touchdowns. 2014, still at Miami. He played all games. 16. 216 rushes for 1,099. And he scored 8 touchdowns. That's his best season so far. 38 receptions for 275 yards and 1 touchdown. 2015, started the same, 16 and 16. 8 touchdowns again for 194 rushes for 872 yards. 57 targets, 47 receptions for 397 yards and 2 touchdowns for receiving. And that was 15, and then he went to, I think they traded him or they cut him, went to Houston, I think they traded him. Played 14 games, I think he got injured or something. 268 rushes for 1,073 yards, 5 touchdowns. 31 receptions for 188 yards and 1 touchdown. Still at Houston in 17. 16 games played, 13 games started. 238 rushes for 888 yards and 3 touchdowns. 36 receptions for 327 yards and 3 touchdowns. And then 18 he didn't play in 19. Because I think he was on and off or whatever. He didn't play in 19. He had 14 games played, 14 games started. 210 rushes for 973 yards, 5 touchdowns. 25 receptions for 163 yards and 1 touchdown. So he played 4 years with Miami, 3 years with Houston. In his playoff games, let's check that out. In 1/7/2017, that's 2016 year. They played against Oakland, won 27-14, had 31 attempts, 73 yards, and 1 touchdown, no receiving yards. And then that same year, they won that game. They played New England and lost 34-16. Had 19 reception attempts, 74 yards, and no touchdowns, and 4 receptions for 15 yards, no touchdowns. And then they played 1/5/19, so the 2018 season. So that was the only year he played in 19 was that one playoff game against Indianapolis, and they lost 21-7. Had 5 attempts, 18 yards, and then 8 receptions for 63 yards, no touchdowns for anything. He had 1 touchdown in his playoff career. He went through the playoffs 3 times. Won the first playoff game in 2016, won some in 2017 against Oakland, and then they lost to New England, and then they lost 2 years ago last year, but it was for 2 years season. No, 2 years ago, sorry. And they lost to Indianapolis by 14. But anyways, guys, that's a good pickup for the Bears because I think that's a good pickup for the Bears because they need another running back. He's a veteran. He's really good. And yeah, good pickup for the Bears. Practice squad guy, you may not see him tomorrow against Indianapolis, but you probably see him against Buccaneers because it's a short turnaround. And if you're going to use Dan Montgomery a lot tomorrow, then Miller can carry the load on Tampa Bay's game and have, you could still use Montgomery, but not that much against Tampa Bay. Like, cut down his target, his rushing yards a little bit, and then use Miller if you bring him up. But anyways, kindly check out if that was a good idea for the Bears to pick up Lamar Miller, or if it was a bad idea. This guy, Price, signing out. Peace.